Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to our 13th episode of the Hobbit adventure by Blobz. This one is called Mithril Coat, and it looks like a mithril coat. So cool. This one is supposed to, again, be fairly approachable, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. We'll try to find a way to have trouble, though. That's just my style. Let's run into this thing, see what it is, what's going on, and all the good intro stuff. Again, Mithril Coat by Blobz. So, Mr. Baggins, he cried, here's the first payment of your reward. Cast off your old coat and put on this. With that, he put on Bilbo a small coat of mail, wrought for some young elf prince long ago. It was of silver steel, which the elves called Mithril, and with it went a belt of pearls and crystals. Cool. Wouldn't mind a little mithril coat, to be honest with you. But anyway, we've got normal Sudoku, so every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. We are going to begin by writing the digits in the cage marked Smaug, or Smaug, from the previous, however you prefer to say it, from the corresponding digits row 1 of the previous puzzle. That's going to be these. I will put those in when we start the solve, as usual. And then we just have a couple of fairly typical rule sets here. So box borders divide the blue line into segments of equal sum. These are region sum lines. So these three digits, whatever they are going to have a value. These three digits are on the same line in a different region. They will add to the same value. Along green lines, aka German whispers, adjacent digits differ by at least 5. So whatever this one is, this one's going to be at least 5 away, and so on and so forth down the line. And then white dots separate consecutive digits, Kropkis. So these two will be consecutive. Same goes with the rest of them. And those are all the rules. So again, we have another puzzle here where it's not going crazy on the rules. It's just putting together a nice puzzle that we can go into and work with those couple of rule sets and get going. So that said, the link to this and all of the previous puzzles will, of course, be in the description below. As always, if you haven't done any of those, go back and play them, go back and watch the videos, then come back when you are caught up. So let's get into this guy. So we're going to start with putting in the digits for Smaug. 5, got to be on the right thing first. 5, 9, 3, 8, and 2 are what they are. Now, what does that tell us, if anything? We do have a singular region sum space here, so these are going to be from 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Does that actually tell us anything? Because I don't think it does. Well, I guess it does. It can't be a 6, because you couldn't ever put a 1, 2, 3. And it can't be a 7 for the same reason. It can't be a 1, 2, 4 over here. Now, 8s and 9s are both possible. I guess that means there, though, has to be a 1 over here. Because if you do 9, the only way you can do it without using a 1 is a 2, 3, 4. Obviously, that can't happen, and the 8 will always have a 1. I guess that tells us there's a 1 over here. What are these digits? I guess we can put these in. 1, 4, 6, and 7, it looks like. These are not 1. Okay. Oh. There is a 1 over here. What do you put in these guys then? The minimum is 2, 3, 4. This is 9. This is a 2, 3, 4. Which means there's no 4 over here. Which means there is over here. Now this has a 1, and it adds to 9, and it can't use a 2. It has to be a 1, 3, 5. Because the only ways to make 9 are, of course, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, and 1, 3, 5. You only have one option, so that's what we're putting in. What about you then now? Because you can't be 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and you can't be a 6, 7. Because you'd break this. So it's 7s, 8s, and 9s. There is an 8 on this thing. Is that helpful? Don't know. What about actually these two digits? Because we can't do 8, 1, or 6, 3 anymore. So these have to be a 2, 7, and a 5, 4, which means this is a 1, 6 pair. Does that tell us anything down here? I don't think so. At least not that I can see. No. What's going on with this guy? These have to be an 8, 9 pair. Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and... Yeah, okay. We have a sextuple I just noticed where does the 8 and the 9 go in this row? Well, it has to only be these two. So these are 8s and 9s. Then now where does a 6 go in this row? It has to go here. This is a 1. You're not a 1. Okay. There's a little bit more information. Oh, we can also get onto our German Whisper. Perfect. Hoping we'd find something to do that. Can this ever be a low digit? The answer is no. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are already taken. This is high. 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. These are as well. And you two can't be 9s. These are low. 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. Neither of these can be a 4 because of that 6, 7, or 8. Now, do we have anything else crazy like this guy? One of these two is the 7, so these are a 2, which means these aren't a 2. These aren't a 7. I guess we can mark those. And 1s, 2s. I guess that one of these is a 2. Don't usually get sextuple, so it's kind of interesting there. This is a 2, 3, 4, 5 as well, which means these are the 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Again, what the heck does that do for us? I have no idea. One of these is a 9 and it can't be on a region subline. I don't know that we necessarily want to get into this guy, do we? This is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm going to come back to this in a second. We almost have a quadruple here, but not quite. And we can't say if this guy has a 1 on it or not. Same with down here at the moment. You have to be something from 8, 7, 6, and 5. That is not going to help us. Let's look here for a second, because maybe we can find some way to get onto this German Whisper. Because I think we do have some limitations here. Because if we think about you and you can't ever put a 1, 2, 3 on this guy because you'd break you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is as high as we can go because we can't go up to the 8, obviously. Can't have 2, 3, 4 because what would that do to this? This would be a 5, but this would have to be a 7. Last time I checked, 5 and 7 do not add to 9, so there's no 2. Of course, this can't be the 3 or the 7, but let's look through all these options first. This could be 3, 4, 5. I guess we know there is a 5, though. Yeah, that's what we need to see. This is either 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7. Common denominator, 5s. This is a 2, 7 pair, which means this is the 4, 5 pair. Let's see what that does for us, if anything. These can't have 7s on them anymore. So this has both 4 and 5. I guess we can mark that. And again, we can say this one is not the extreme digit, so it can't be 3 or 6. Now, does any of that tell us anything? Your guess is as good as mine. You're not a 5, by the way. So we can't quite get onto this German Whisper yet. We also know there's a 1 down here somewhere for the column. Is there anything else we can say? One of these will be a 5. One of these two will be a 5, I should say. German Whisper, obviously not. Because we have the 5 over here and 4, 5. I guess it means there's a 4 over here as well. This can't be 6 or 9. But it could still be 7 or 8, couldn't it? Well, let's think about this guy, though. Could this ever be... Could this ever actually be an 8? The answer is no, because you'd have to put a 7 here. You can't put a 7 on a 3-cell 9 region subline. Now, the problem is this could still be a 7, because this could be a 6 if this was a 1-2 pair. No, wait. That doesn't work, because of the exact words that I just spoke out of my mouth hole. If this is a 7, this would have to be a 6. Well, then you have to put a 1-2 pair here. What the heck do you put next to the 7? You can't use 1 or a 2 because we just used it. This is a low digit. 4, 3, 2, and 1, not 1 or 3. Okay, that means this is low, not 6. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 3. This can't be a 3, and it can't be a 4. Okay, so this is actually kind of working like a thermo here, but the point is this is not a 1. This is going to be 9. Can't be 7, 8, or 6. You're 9. Okay. Now, I don't think that actually tells us what these are, though. Oh, actually, yes, let's think about this region sum line one more time. It has to add to 9. Can it ever not have a 1? The answer is no, because this would be a 2, 3, 4. What the heck would you put here? This has to be a 1. Then this is going to be from 3, 4, 5, or 6, and it can't be 4 or 5, so it's either 3 or 6. I guess we can put that in. Now, if this is a 1, this can't be a 4, because you can't put a 4 on a 9, a 3 cell 9 line when you already have a 1, because you'd have to double up the 4. So what are these? They could possibly be 3, 5, or 2, 6. You can't be 3, you can't be 5. You can't be 6, you can't be 2. Did that tell us anything? I don't know. I guess that means we have a 3, 6 pair now, so you're not a 6. You actually can't be a 3, I just noticed that. It didn't matter if we had what happened there, because if you put a 3, those are both 8s. So this can't be a 4. Anything else there? I don't know if there is. You could probably be a bunch of things still. I think so. Okay. Do we have any other restrictions we can make now that we've done all of this gobbledygook? Don't know. Or do we have anything? Did I miss anything up here? We know one of those is a 1. We know one of these is a 2. I don't know if that's useful or not. We still don't know what's going on with this guy or this guy. It doesn't look like we can say a whole lot about this guy. Oh, duh. I'm staring right at it. How do you make this Kropki work? It's the 5, 4. So that means this is 6. This has to be a 3 and 6. That will tell us this is the 5, 4, 3. Okay, there we go. These are 2 7s and 8s. One of those will be a 2. Don't know if that says anything either. What are you guys? Possibly? No, there's not enough reduction there either, I don't think. Do we have any Sudoku starting to pop? You can't be a 3. So that is a 1-2 pair at least. The minimum this could be is a 4. I don't think that gives us quite enough. Let's go through our Sudoku real quick to see if we can find anything. I don't think there will be, but you never quite know. Not really there. Fives, I don't really see anything. I guess there can't be a 5 on this line, so maybe that restricts what these guys can be a little bit. We'll come back to that if we don't find anything else. One of these two is going to be a 6. Doesn't tell us much. We have almost nothing on 7s and 8s. And not a whole lot on 9s either. I guess we know that none of these are 9s, obviously, but that's not enough information. Okay, let's maybe think about this guy. He's either a 2, 3, 4 or a 1, 2, 6. Those are the only options. Because again, we just said we can't put a 5 on here, so it can't be the 1, 3, 5 option. You're not 4. 1, 2, 3. No, we don't quite have enough there. What about you? I don't think we can remove enough options here. Or here at this stage. Yeah, not that I can see. We need some more information. What's going on in this column, maybe? 6. You can't be 6, you can't be 6, but that's not really helpful. Actually, this can't be a 6-3. Well, that's a little something. Yeah, because if this was a 6-3 to make the 9, we've just make all 3 of these have to be 1s and 2s. So we know it's not 5-4 because of that guy, and it can't be 6-3. So it's either 8-1 or 7-2. Now, can we remove options like you can't be 1, you can't be 8? Did either one of those options cause problems as well up here? If it's a 7-1, this becomes 2, this becomes 3, this becomes 6. That's a 4. I don't think that's telling us anything. And then the 8-2, I think it's just the exact opposite grouping. Well, no, that's not true. This can't be 1 or 2, can it? Because if this is a 7-2, this is a 1. This is 3. This is an 8-1. This is a 2. This is a 3. Okay, there we go. That says these can't be 6s or 7s. This is 8. You are 6. You're not 6. In fact, we can't put 3 on here anymore. So this is, yeah, this is a 1-2-6, which means you are a 1-2 pair. You are the 6, because we removed the 2-3-4 option now, and we'd already removed the 1-3-5. Okay. We also probably could have just looked at the 6s and said, where does a 6 go in this column after we removed it from here? But hey, that is what it is. Okay, you can't be a 3. And you can't be a 2 either for the exact same reasons why we said this couldn't be. So you are the 4. You are a 3 and a 2. You're a 5. That's a 1-3 pair. You are a 5 and a 4. 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s are still holding strong over here, apparently. Okay, what next? We already know the 1s and the 2s are taken. So these have to be from 7s, 8s, and 9s, I guess. I don't think that necessarily says a whole lot, but I wonder if we just need to, oh, the 2, there we go. I was going to say, we need to just go into Sudoku. Now this can no longer be the 2-7, so it is the 1-8. Which means you are the 9, you are the 7, you are the 7. Okay, that's working. Perfect. You are the 2 and the 8, and then these 2 digits are now 2 and 7. Perfecto. Okay. Sudoku. Now let's dive into Sudoku, and we might have to jump over here to finish this guy off at some point, but we'll come back to that in just a second. You here are the 1. 6, 7. These are not 9s. You are the 8 and the 9 and the 8. Not 9, 8. You're not 9, 8. So we get those 6, 7s going on here. Do we look at you or go back to Sudoku? Let's look at you, because if you're a 6, you have to be a 7. And if you're a 7, you have to be an 8. That doesn't help too much, does it? Is there anything being ruled off of this line completely? 2s. No, they're not. You could put a 2 here. I thought I saw something there, but I didn't. 1. You could put a 1 here. Yeah, it looks like this guy is still plausible. And then I'm going to check here real quick again, then we'll go back to our Sudoku. You can't be 1-8 or 2-7, so you are either the 6-3 or the 5-4, where you can't be a 5, you can't be a 4, you can't be a 3, you can't be a 6. Okay. It's there. We'll come back to that. Let's go back to our Sudoku. Ones are not helping. Twos are not really. We've got a couple of places where we have options. What else can we say? 3 has a couple of options here and there. Don't think that's helping us too much at this stage, though. 4s are similar, it looks like. What about 5s? Once we get to the higher digits... Oh. 9-8. Where does the 9-8... Oh, no, we can't do that because the 8 could still go here. I was going to say, once we get to the higher digits, we're going to be able to start limiting them from our line here. I guess it does mean that one of these is the 9, but it could be one of these two or you that is the 8. So that wasn't quite there, but let's keep going. I didn't see anything on the 5s, really. Let's try the 6s. Yeah, we could still put a 6 on the line. 7? Can't put 7s on the line, but it's not quite enough, and we can't rule out a 7 from here. Let's run through those 8s and 9s just to see if we can find something. Yes, there we go. We just had to get to the 8s. This is an 8. If you are an 8, you're either 7 or 9. Now, none of these can be 8s, so you are 7. Okay, there we go. That's a 4-6. You are going to be our 7-6. All right, let's jump back into those 8s, see if we've finished. We can just put one here, and I think that was the last of the last. Yeah, let's go to the 9s. Don't think we have enough on those. Okay, we might just have to jump into some of these digits. Let's do that. 4, 5, 7s, and 9s. You are not 5 or 9. You are not 4s. You are not a 7. You are not a 7. No, this just is. No, one of these two is a 7. Yeah, that's what that was. That didn't help us any. Is it better to look here, maybe? Because we have to have 4, 5, 6, and 9. You're not 4, you're not 5, you're not... It's not helping any. Okay. Something else. What about you 3? Because we have to have 2, 4, and 7. You can't be a 7. Okay, I guess we just have to look at this guy, because I'm not finding anything that's really telling us what's what. What are the options? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, and 1, 3, 5. Those are all of our options. You can't be 2, 4, or 6. You can't be 1, 2, 3. And was there anything else? Really? There's nothing there? Okay. Because this could still be a 1, 2, 6. It could still be a... Well, it can't be a 1, 3, 5, can it? Yeah, because there's nowhere to put the 1 and the 3. So you put a 5 here, you can put the 1 or the 3. What do you put there? You can't. So essentially what we know is that this guy has a 2 or a 4 on it. So it's not a 5. It's either a 2, 3, 4, or it's a 1, 2, 6. 2, 3, 4... 1, 2... Could this ever be a... This can't ever be a 4. Yeah, because if it's a 4, you have to go with a 2 and a 3. Because you can't put a 4 on a 3 cell 9 line that has a 1 on it, because you'd have 1, 4, 4. This can't be a 4. It is a 2. Okay. Now, if it's a 2, it could still be 3, 4, or 1, 6, though. So that gave us a digit, but I don't know if it gave us enough. One of those 2 and one of these 2. Okay. Okay, well, we've got all of our options. Oh, we have a 4, 6 pair and a 1, 3 pair. I just noticed that. This is a 5. And this is a 9. I'm just making sure I'm correct there. If this is a 5, this is a 4, 6, 1. 3 and 1. Okay, seems to be working. You're not 4, you're not 9, you're not 5. So that is a 6, 9, which means you are the 5 and the 4. You are not 5s. And do we have anything else looking over? Not quite. What are you 3 digits? 2, 3, and 5. Perfect. There's a 3, 5 looking here. You're the 2. You are the 3. You are the 5. Let's see what these 2 digits are. They are 3 and... Oh, I've broken this. Wait. Why do I have double 1s here? Again, I just pushed the wrong button. Jeez, Lou. Glad I saw that. We said this is 5. Good gracious. My headphones just beeped at me and it scared the living crap out of myself. This is 4. Okay. 2, 3, 5. This is still a 2. This is still a 3 and a 5. These are a 1, 3. This is the 3. This is the 1. These are from 2, 7s, and 9s, and actually the 9 just has to go here. So this is a 2, 7. So that's the 2, that's the 7. 6 and 9. Wow. I think I jumped through the roof there. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'll have to check on the edit. Goodness gracious. This is the 9. You are the 7. You have to be 3 and something. 5, right? So you are the 5. You're the 3. You're not a 5. Well, none of you are 5s. None of you are 5. Work with me here. You're 4. You are 7. You are 9. Why is that not correct? Why did I screw this up? How did I screw this up? Again, how do I have all these typos? I just put the wrong information in like an idiot. Goodness gracious, that's 3 and 1. I said 9 because I didn't see this 9 sitting right here like a dummy. This is 7. Goodness gracious. I've got to get my head checked. This is a 2, 6 pair. You're 4, 6, 7. These were what? The 9 and the 4. So this was 9 for this direction. You're not 4. You're not 9. This is 7, 9, 4. Wow. You're 5 and you are 3. We have to have something looking here. Yes, 6 and 2, which means 9 and 6. There we go. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm about to have a heart attack there. The headphones absolutely got me. You're not expecting it. And it's pretty loud in my ears. But anyway, fun puzzle. Even if I need to go to the hospital now. Very good puzzle. Worked out really well. Kind of annoyed with a couple of those typos and just trying to go too quickly when I saw some things and didn't put this digit in correctly. Obviously, you found it pretty darn quick, so it's not a big deal. But with that said, hope you all enjoyed this. And we'll see you in the next adventure. We've got one coming up in probably about a week, so we'll get to it then. Thanks a lot. We'll see you then.